How's it going, everyone, and welcome to day 14 again of trying to get Rue back into the item shop. Oh my god, bro, this is the second time I'm recording, bro. I literally have like 30 minutes left until like I can actually upload the video, and I just realized that my mic was on a very low volume, and you could barely hear me from the footage, bro. Oh heck no. So now I'm here again trying to get the audio back. So yeah, guys, if this video is a little bit shorter than usual, then blame past me, not me that's right now, but blame the computer, bro. Anyways, guys, I'm feeling a little bit much better. I can't believe I feel I feel like a lot more better now, especially in one day, bro. That's crazy. But yeah, now I'm just coughing instead of sneezing, so that's a good step up, you know what I mean? So anyways, guys, we're back at it again, yapping about Rue. Any updates, any theories, any mysteries that we have? We really don't have anything. I've checked the comments down below, from last episode, and it's pretty interesting what you guys have to say, and I have to clarify some things. So one of the things that I want to clarify is one of the things that Steve Coy9 said, saying, like the only thing that I need to clarify here in this comment is that one, none of the Epic Games employees, not even Donald Mustard, nobody from Epic Games or Fortnite ever, told us about the blacklist. We only knew about this blacklist, or should I say the redacted section, right, was by, a content creator, a live streamer on Twitch, I think, who, was chosen for the locker bundle program. And so, when that guy was, choosing his, locker bundle, he was given, I think, a simple form that showed all the cosmetics, all the skins, emotes, pickaxes, gliders that he could put into his locker bundle. And it also showed a list of certain things that he permanently can't put. Like he can never add these items into the game. Like it's not available ever, which was, obviously the Plague Doctor skins and Rue. And obviously there's some other ones there too, but basically those are the more important things, right? So obviously we do know that the Plague Doctor skins literally came back to the item shop, but not in a creator locker bundle, which is very important, because if an item shop skin comes back to the item shop, that means that it's not blacklisted from ever coming back to the item shop. It's just blacklisted from ever going into a creator's locker bundle, unless given special permission and saying that you main the skin, right, and it's acceptable in certain occasions and authority from a higher Epic employee. If they get chosen for a locker bundle, maybe if they ask the staff, they might be able to get those skins available for the locker bundle, since technically a creator's locker bundle is literally the skins, emotes, pickaxes, the locker combo that they always use every single day, or what they're known for, which makes completely sense, right? But the Plague Doctor skins, after they were released to the item shop, they've never been seen again to any locker bundles. They've always been in their separate bundles for the item shop, not for the creator, which clarifies a lot of things about item shop skins. All right, the Plague Doctor skins came back after they were updated, which meant that since they were blacklisted or redacted, that means that they could always come back into the item shop, just not in a locker bundle. So that same reason applies to Rue. So as like I said before in my older videos, if Rue ever gets updated in any type of form and gets absolutely an item shop asset, 85% chance that we might be seeing Rue again, back into the item shop. But obviously, right, one of the things that I want to clarify also to my viewers is that I created this channel to see if I can, maybe, become more influential in Fortnite. Obviously I'm just a small channel, small creator, and literally what I'm doing is just only about Rue. It's not even about Fortnite at this point. We do talk about Fortnite stuff, but we don't talk about like the Fortnite storyline, or talk about new updates. Like before, I was making like some small long form content about squad fails or whatever, or even rocket racing. We stopped that, and even the Unreal grind, like we stopped that a while ago. So obviously, you know, maybe in the future, if I do upgrade my PC and all that, probably, you know, create more bigger and better videos so I can become more influential, so I can, you know, get a locker bundle if I ever get the privilege to ever getting one. You know, that's the whole key, because if I get a locker bundle, then, you know, all I gotta do is just get angry at Epic Games, and, you know, they can, there's only two options that they could possibly do for me. It's either, you know, they completely, you know, kick me out of the program, which is entirely, you know, possible for them, or I could get special permission from one of the, you know, Epic Games employees and talk to the staff and HR or whatever, or the PR team, and, you know, maybe I could, you know, get special access to, you know, being able to use Rue under like certain situations, because technically my channel is all about Rue, literally no other skin. I don't wear any other skin except for Rue, so that's the reason why I created this channel, you know. That's why it's called Fortnite Rue. That's one thing that I need to clarify for all of this, and for all of y'all guys that are, you know, might have some like speculations about the whole blacklisting. Now, second thing, right, I saw this comment from Mr. Butter 36 talking about a theory about, you know, the whole paradigm situation, right? How that situation could be used for Rue. Like, you know, how the paradigm skin accidentally, you know, got into the item shop, even though it was limited time, and then, you know, after, you know, the incident, they let the paradigm skin back, and all they did was give an OG style to, you know, OG players that had it back in the day. The only way Rue will be able to have a chance to even be accidentally be put back in the into the item shop is literally by getting her item shop assets updated. If she doesn't have her item shop assets updated, she will never be able to come back to the item shop, no matter what, unless a specific employee decides to update the code or the program that runs the item shop to choose any skin from the, you know, the locker list, the locker data set, and it just so happens to find Rue in there. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be the end of today's episode. I'm sorry that, you know, we still won't be having a question of the day. As always, leave your theories in the comments. Even more, just, you know, keep yapping, right? Just tell me what you guys have in your brain, and I'll figure out a way to answer your questions or clarify some things, or even, you know, build on oh god, build upon your theories. All right, I'm sorry, but I'm still sick though. Let's just hope that, you know, I get well soon so I can start doing more question of the days. But yeah, with all that being said, thank you guys for tuning into day 14 of trying to get Rue back into the item shop. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and with all that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.